so strong.
Hey y'all, kitchen's open. If you haven't said hi to us before, please go ahead and leave us a little hello in the chat over here, down here. We'd love to give you a very, very warm silver lining welcome. I'm Dina, and the people over there in the chat are the people I call when I want to have a good time in the kitchen. So, let's see who's here. Looks like we've got Marianne, thanks for coming. Keely. Hey Cherie, nice to see you here. Everybody, Cherie is new. I think Marianne's come in once before, but welcome, both of you. Welcome, welcome. And Obs, hey girl. Tori, boy, everybody's showing up. Thanks guys. All right, so we're not cooking tonight. But I wanted to show you some things that that I use every day and see if there's anything that I have around here that you've seen me use and you wanted me to talk about it a little. So the first one, I feel like this is an infomercial, but I'm gonna go with it. So these are the towels that I use, and they're 100% cotton. They're really freaking amazing, and at the end of the night, I feel like I work in a restaurant. Aubrey, you'll remember this. I throw them in a little bucket with some bleach water, and then the next time I do my whites, they just go straight in. Super easy, awesome towels. Love them. I highly recommend it if you're going to be cooking a lot to do that. So there's that. What else do we have? Okay, this one. This one is kind of, no, I can't do that one yet because I want to be over there at the sink for that. All right, these containers. Let's see, can you see me up high? I kind of moved some things around because I'm getting ready to start seeds next week. And let's go back to me for a second. I'm getting ready to start seeds next week, so I'm trying to clear that counter across from me, which means all of this stuff that was hanging over there now is hanging above my head. I'm gonna move it all, hopefully by the end of the week, but completely messing up with my lights, but that's cool. All right, the containers, which you're not gonna be able to see either, but I'm gonna do it anyhow. These things have changed my life. I have everything in these little containers now. I can pull them out, get down over it, and when you're on top, you can see it better. So, highly recommend getting some containers. It's great for shelves. The refrigerator, oh my God, it has changed my refrigerator life, I'm telling y'all. Okay. The scale you know about, the board. I'm trying to think of other things that we've kind of touched on. Oh, here's one. I use this every day in the kitchen. It's my bottle opener. If I can't reach something, good things to have in the kitchen, y'all. So that's that. The kettle, I think we've talked about the kettle several times. What else? Talk to me. Is there something that you've seen that you want me to talk about? And I think I will have a drink. It's tea tonight, though. Hey, Rich. Kind of mixing it up a little tonight. All right. The sink basket. Okay, this is so bizarre. I can't believe I'm even doing this. You want me to slow down and show you everything. Okay. All right. I've got a long list of things. Y'all are gonna have to tell me if you're getting bored. I can do this though. Product names, etc. All right, let's start from the top. This is the Living Nostalgia mechanical scale. I probably have a link in some of my videos for this, but I've already prepped a whole list of links for all of these things. So you will see that later. This is the made in maple cutting board. Sad story. I tried to find it everywhere today and could not find it. So I've got a replacement that I think, a substitution that I think would be really good. But it's a maple butcher block, rock solid. I love this. What I really like about it is it does have the mess catcher, and it is reversible. And I now have a new one that I will be using for my non-aromatics because this one is just permanently, it's got a funk. But it's not a scary funk, it's just a good funk, you know. It's my kitchen. All right. Anchor Hocking graduated measuring cup. I don't know that I could get out of the house at a fire without grabbing one of these, even though I can get them anywhere. Little glasses of water, little glasses of wine. Actually measuring thing. It's my favorite shot glass. It's all the things, and I think I have 4 of them because I use them so much. So that's that. All right, let's talk kitchen shears. These are Cutco kitchen shears, and my parents bought these in 1976, I think. I get them sharpened once a year, and they are still going. I mean, I can cut through just about anything with these. I've cut through wire, and they're absolutely indestructible. This is the Cutco kitchen shear. Love these. Love, love, love these. All right. The sink basket. This thing, it's made by a company that makes the SinkShroom. And it's the most awesome hair catcher for the shower. So when I saw that they made a kitchen sink one, I had to try it. And why is it so great? Well, I'm gonna go get the gross one that I have intentionally kept gross all day just to show you, because it's easier to illustrate than with an empty basket. So, sorry it's gross, but this is the real deal. Most strainers will just have all these holes around the side, you know, but as we all know, they get full. The thing that's really cool about this one is it's got holes in the top here. And even when this basin is completely full, water still clears this. So awesome, and it's got a really nice wide rim on it, so you don't have to actually get your fingers close to that gunk. Love that. is next? Any questions so far? Let's see here. Do you get kitchen shears sharpened? Yes, I do. I do. I send these to the manufacturer every year, or I will take them to a dog show when I know our guy is there. So that is. The strainer is actually amazing, okay? I'm going to tell you, it really is. Hey, Paul Duncan. Thanks for joining us. All right, Tori, that's right. You've got the Cutcos too, and you need to send me a list so I can walk you through what's what. All right, the next one is the kettle. You've heard me talk to the kettle before. So, yeah, the kettle is awesome. Alexa, start the kettle. Did you hear that? She started it. So, cool thing about this, it's the iSmart kettle, and it's British. I have a really hard time getting them. I've gone through 2 or 3 of them in the last 4 years because I use them all the freaking time. As soon as it's done heating up, I'll pull it off and bring it over here. What I really love about it is I can control it by an app. Not that I would be starting the kettle before I actually get home, but I could. I can set the temperature that I want. You can tell it how long you want to keep it warm, which is awesome. There's also baby formula mode. I don't know anything about that. So that's that. Let me go grab it and show it to you. Looks pretty much just like any kettle, except it's not all old-fashioned. I mean, it's pretty neutral, so love this. It's super quick, and this one, high on the list for I recommend. Big time. Big time. All right, somebody has seen something in this kitchen that they would like to know about. You should tell me. I have more things on my list, but just saying. All right. No, it works without her. Absolutely works without her. So I just like to be bossy and tell people what to do, so I assign her as the person who turns it on around here. But I can also just press the button. So. I think we've done Aeropress coffee on here before. Love this. Think French press. So you just put this in, just the tip into the shaft. Put your coffee in, and then let the water bloom a little bit, and then you put your filter on here, and I have got it. I should probably just make you a cup of coffee. Then we're inverted into the cup, and then just plunge it down. It makes a really nice cup of coffee. What I like about it is it's cleaner than the French press, because you end up with this little puck that you just pop straight into the trash can. So very nice, very nice. That is the Aeropress. All right. Do I have a fancy pizza stone? Oh, I do, don't I? It's not fancy though, but I'll show you. I don't know where it is though. We'll get back to that. You've used the fancy pizza stone, if I recall correctly, Miss Thang. You fixed dinner for us one night. I don't know. I don't know if it works with Siri, but I will find out and I will let you know. Let everyone know. So that's that. Okay, now we're going to get to something that somebody had asked me a question about in the comments in the poppy seed vinaigrette video. And I think it's a good opportunity to show you one of my next favorite things. This is the FoodSaver. Not this, this. It's my FoodSaver. This is how I vacuum pack everything. You know I'm quite a fan of getting stuff into the freezer nice and thin. So, yeah. All right. Michael Powell asked a question the other night. Where's my question? Here it is. So he's wanting to know about cooking for one. And I have some thoughts on cooking for one. And the answer is, I don't. I cook a regular amount, whatever the recipe calls for, and then I store it for one. So if I make a recipe that's made for a family of 4, I get 4 meals out of it. So I'll probably eat 2 straight out of the chute. I mean, like now, tomorrow I'll eat 1. And then the other 2 I will usually freeze. So using last night's dinner, I'm going to show you, Michael, 2 ways that I deal with big amounts of food so that I can eat them later. So this is from last night. We had the caramelized carrots, the potatoes, and the prime rib. This is enough for me for probably 2 meals, but I usually will go ahead and do 2 because if I'm going to thaw it out in this glass, I'd rather just have a day's worth, a couple days worth. So if you do it like this for meals, you're set to just throw it in the microwave, and you know it's really a time saver for me. The other way, if I think it's going to be a while before I use it, is I have my food and I will put it in the vacuum sealing bags and then be able to have them in the freezer for longer. I suspect that I could pull this out in June and still have a really good Christmas-ish dinner. So let me do that real quick. And the one thing I have to say about when you vacuum seal something like this, when you go to thaw it out, cut a hole in the bag quickly. That way you're not letting that vacuum seal continue to compress the food you've got in the bag. So we've got the caramelized carrots in, our potatoes. I'm going to let these be a mess because frankly, by the time I get to it, I'm going to be just so thrilled to have them that it's not going to matter to me. Again, the key is to just kind of have everything smooshed down. It thaws out faster, it freezes faster, and it stores better because you could stack things or slip them in next to each other. So let's go over the stove and get this sealed up. Ooh, that's a hot lamp. Alexa, fix that lamp. Thank you. It's not working. You know, every time I go to use this thing lately, it's not working. I think it's jinxed for this show. All right, so that's going here. Oh, that lamp looks so much better. Thank you, Alexa. There's dinner in 6 months. All right. Question. No, it's not really fancy. I thought you thought it was fancy. It's not fancy. It's not fancy. It's just a pizza stone. I just don't know where it is. Hey Gretchen, how large is my freezer? Big. I've got one out there because that's how we rock it in the country. I like it big and cold. And then I've got the standard one here. And yes, Tori. Yes, I label my frozen food, and I should have shown you that. Michael, I hope you caught that, or you're going to have to get it on the replay. So yes, I do label it. Prime rib, carrots, potatoes, 12, 27, 21. So, yep, always label it because you know I ain't gonna remember what was in there. Michael, I just went through how I do some storage, so I hope you were here from the beginning. If you weren't, go ahead and run it back on the replay. I kind of addressed your question a little bit. And then also, I will make some dog treats. I just didn't have what I would want to make on hand today. And there's enough snow that I decided that I don't need to leave. So there's that. All right, let me put this back in the freezer. Okay, I want to do a little tour, pantry tour, before we move on. See if I can make this work. Sorry to take you for the ride there like that. Okay, we can go for a little walk. So here's the setup. There's the Stream Deck because you've all been wondering. There it is. And here is the pantry. So a few of you have been here before, back in the day. Marianne, you've seen what this used to look like. Cherie, I think the first time you were here, it was the wire racks. This is now office and pantry. So down below here, I've got my rando goods, kind of, you know, spares, mayonnaise, that kind of thing. Nuts and pasta in big bags. And then I've got all my various nuts here. I like to keep my nuts organized. This is short-term rando. So things that I'm going to get to really soon, like the Rancho Gordo beans. This is fruit and then some back stock, all of my tea, more back stock, rices, pastas. This has turned into my seed central. I don't know how my kitchen pantry ended up holding all the seeds that I keep, but check this out. Spinach seeds, y'all, from my spinach plants. I'm so proud of those. All right, mortar and pestle. This is another one. This is the, I think this is the Jamie Oliver one. I really liked that it wasn't all smooth on the outside because it gives me something to hold on to. And with one of these, you definitely want to grab it like you mean it. All right, there's pantry cam. This is dry goods, sugars over here, flours and meals over there. Here's all the pickled beets. Here's your tomato jams, pickles, more pickled items. Here's all of the pepper jellies and then some 3-bean salad. Got my squash, onions, and then vinegars and oils. So that, my friends, is the Silver Lining Homeplace pantry. What else? There it is. There's the kitchen. So, ooh, I can show you that this actually works now. So there's all the gunk. Still flowing without an issue. Love that thing. It's so legit. All right, let's go back to, what do we want to see? Go back to me. All right. All right, what have I missed here? Yeah, I guess I can control the people's dogs, can't I? Let me put this back so we have a money shot if needed. All right, so now there's a few of these rando things that we have seen or talked about. Any questions before I get started here? All right, nothing new. Okay. The funnel. I use this canning funnel for a whole bunch of stuff. The little teeny funnels with the little holes, not so much. A big hole is what you need. So that's that. It's basically a canning. It fits in regular mouth and large mouth. So it's just completely versatile. I use it all the time, especially when I'm filling the stuff over there. So that's that. Muddler, Tim. I think that's what its name is, Tim. If you do not have one of these and you make fruity drinks at all, you want one of these. If I was to buy another one, I'd get one with a longer shaft. This is too short for a pint glass. You end up knuckling it. So I would get a longer one in the future. And in the list that I made, I put a 10-inch one because this baby one is just not cool. I think it's like 7 inches and it's just not long enough. So that's that. Oh, come on, give me a break on that one, guys. All right. Instant read thermometers. God, am I still live? Instant read thermometers. I've got this bad habit. I always forget to take the thing off. It's like a lemlet. All right. Instant read thermometer is really good because you're not sticking this into your meat and letting it sit there. You want to be able to just get it in, see what the temperature is, and it instantly reads it. If you're putting a thermometer in and just letting it sit and checking the temperature, of course it's going to get hot. So what you want is instant read because it's instantly going to tell you the reading as soon as you put it in, and you're not letting heat accumulate. So yeah, really good one. Love this one. All right, we've talked about this. I think I used this a couple times. We grated nutmeg and we've done some orange peels, I believe. So, thing about microplaners, micro graters is you're gonna cut yourself if you're not careful. So, I always use the glove that's included with it. That way if I do accidentally rasp my fingers on it, it's not cutting through. You can come up this way, ouch, not really ouch. Or you can run your fingers on the back, but if you run it down this way, you're gonna regret it. So, highly recommend this if you're doing anything with like a hard cheese, parms, yeah, anything where you're gonna want a nice fine grate. Really good tool. And this is the Kalen's. All right, get the lid back on this so I don't cut myself. What's the best part, Obs? Oh, taking the plastic off new stuff. Yeah. You know, I'm terrible about doing it. In fact, one of the first B-rolls I did for this channel, I shot everything. It was the carrot cake one. I shot everything and then realized that the cover was still on the GoPro. So it was kind of dreamy. So I had to reshoot all of that. All right. We've talked about how to juice a lemon without using one of these things, but Marion knows I love margaritas to the point where the team has renamed them. They are now Dinaritas. So I go through a lot of limes in the summer. I go through a lot of limes all the time. But this is what I use, and it's made by Chefin. It's just you slice your lemon in half, your lime in half. They've got a smaller one for lemons, which I have over back there. Throw it in here, the slice side down, and then just bam, and it squirts it all right where you want it, just like we want it to. So this is great when I'm doing limes in volume. Yeah, that's that. All right. Speaking of knives and cutting, I have gone through so many sponges because, you know, you're trying to clean your knife and be careful not to hurt your fingers. That when I stumbled on this, I really had to try it. And it's made by Joseph & Joseph. It kind of looks like Teevers, but it's not. It's made by Joseph & Joseph, and it is for the purpose of cleaning your knife. And I will typically use this right after I put it in, right before I put this in the sink. Hey girl, good to see you. Hope you had a nice day today. All right, so the cool thing about this is if you put it in the wrong way, you're not gonna hurt yourself as long as you keep your hands in the lanes here. So yeah, this has been a nice one to have, especially if I forget, you know, it's been sitting on the counter or something, I've got like garlic kind of stuck to it and everything. So this one is great, love this. Joseph & Joseph knife cleaner. All right, the last one. We have talked extensively about how to mince garlic, and here's your cheater way. This is a garlic rocker, and I think I'm gonna have to get a piece of garlic out and show y'all. We are almost done, Patrice. It's a short one tonight, not cooking. All right, so some garlic out. You have a good night though, my friend. Sleep well. So this is also from Joseph & Joseph. Cut the root off still. I mean, I do just because I don't want it in my way. I've got a dog that's good. Excuse me. Leave it. Go. Go. He's obsessed with something under the, here, come on. Take that, go. Okay, sorry about that. right. So I go ahead and take the root off. I'm not going to do anything else. I'm not going to bang on it, all that. This one, here's your paper. There's your garlic. Yes, it is faster than what I usually do, but I personally am not a fan of this, the shape that it makes the garlic. It's too predictable, and yeah. But the cool thing about this is that it is stainless steel. So, you know, I've talked about how garlic makes my fingers smelly. That's the cool thing about this. If you run your fingers on stainless steel, it will take the smell away. If that doesn't work, I use red wine. So there you go, folks. That is everything that I had on my list. Any questions? I'm going to give that a little bit. So I discovered this tea, what is it? Haney and Sons. Harney and Sons? Yeah, Harney and Sons. It's the cinnamon spice. It's really good. All right, y'all. It has been a pleasure. Marion, thanks for joining us. Patrice, get some sleep. Who else was here that we don't usually see? Michael, I hope this was helpful for you. I will go back and look at some recipes that are easy for one. It's just not really scalable for me. So I prefer to do many and then freeze them. Cherie, thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. All right, and the rest of y'all, I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.